Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot in the Pagan Perspective. One of the cats just ran and it made me laugh. Okay, a couple things. Sorry, this is coming up late. If you hear scuttering about throughout the house, it is the cats. They are in a playful mood today. And if I sound stuffed up, that's because I just sneezed like 10 times in a row. So, I'm going to read this question. I'm also going to put it in the bottom bar so you can read it at your leisure and refer back to it whenever you want. So this person writes, I've noticed that in many documentaries, movies, stories, and even outside of the media, witches are portrayed as solely female, and men are considered wizards, warlocks, druids, etc., but almost never referred to as witches. How do you think this stereotype came about? And I'm going to stop there. I think it started out, and I can't remember exactly what the church's name for the book was, but it's known as the Witch's Hammer, and a lot of it refers to women and different ways to tell if they have made a deal with the devil, and they call them witches. At least from what I've learned, that's where it comes from. If there's anything more beyond that, you're basically giving me information at that point. So from what I understand, a lot of it wasn't really geared towards men. It was more of a way to keep women in check, as it was. This is way back in the day before the whole women's rights movements. So that was the church's way of keeping women in a certain way of performing daily duties, barefoot and pregnant in the house, all that stuff. So, I believe that's where the common, stereotype goes towards women always being referred to as witches. And do you think it will ever change? I think the more, men that come out and say, hey, I'm a male witch, or just saying that, hey, I'm a witch, it might start to get that ball rolling, but I don't think people on the daily basis, I don't really think they even think something like that. It's something that around Halloween time, that's whenever they start thinking about, wait, are men witches too? I think that's whenever they really start thinking about it, if they think about it at all. And there's Coda. And how can we as a pagan community assist in changing the common misconception that only women are witches? And basically same thing as before. I don't think it's really going to change because as much or as quickly because quite honestly, I don't think the common person thinks about it on a daily basis. Now, if the conversation does come up, of course, like I always say, educate. Try to tell people, hey, this is actually the way it is. I do it quite often, even as a philosophizer, or philosopher. Cara, you can correct me on that one. So, somebody will say something, and I'll say, actually, they believe this, this, and this, because, yes, I have friends that practice this, and I've looked into it and everything, because I enjoy studying religions, without outing myself, taking myself and, coming out of the broom closet. I, in fact, do away with the common misconceptions that people might have. So, even stuff like that, easy way to avoid, outing yourself if you are not out of the broom closet, or even just striking up a conversation, stuff like that. So, if any of these ramblings have made any sense to you, and I sure hope they have, I hope it helped you out. Until next week, may you have a great day and a better tomorrow. I'm signing off for now. Bye-bye.